In the Middle East, these schools are trying to follow local, legal, and social standards by ignoring anti-homophobic guidance in their bullying policies. So King's College and Sherborne and other schools in the UK have obvious anti-homophobic guidance offered to students.
Right.
But in these schools in Dubai and Doha, they're chain outlets. These places can't do this. It's too controversial subject matter to approach. So they definitely do not condone violence, and they don't condone bullying, but they never mention anti-homophobic bullying. They just leave it. They don't bring it up at all. And so there are some protesters here and LGBT plus charities that are urging these schools that wherever the school is, whatever the environment is that school is in, you've got to create environments of safety for all people in all communities. These are universal rights. And the Times investigated King's College in Doha and found that that college had removed their homophobia from the website's definition of bullying. And also some of these schools in the Middle East do not teach, it's not just homophobic violence they don't teach. They also don't teach about the Holocaust, evolution, or the existence in Israel. And apparently Brighton College has a branch in Dubai, and they were forced to cover up Israel on a map of the world. Although Brighton College did make San Francisco a lot larger than it usually is. So
that's always a positive. But we're like sort of accommodating intolerance, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the thing. So, I mean, you see this with companies. When it's Pride Month, companies are always like waving their flags saying, oh, we stand up for gay rights. But they're doing it in places like the UK where the battle's pretty much been won. You know what I mean? Where they need to be doing it is these places. You know, they need to be doing it in the Middle East or in Uganda or places where homophobia is widespread and violent.
But have you played Dubai or Doha or Abu Dhabi?
No,
I played them.
Dubai and Bahrain as well. Yeah,
I played.
And very fun places.
They are fun, and the audience sits there and stares at me for 5 minutes, thinking, "Does he know he's taking his life in his own decapitated hands?" But and then they get into it. But I've got to say, Doha, gayest place. I grew up in San Francisco, but Doha is so gay. They stride up to you on a camel and look at you. I'm like, leave something on, I'll catch cold, for God's sake. I don't want to ride. I'm like, on what? They cannot keep their hands off one another, those men.
And do they show you their humps?
Only on Wednesday. But it's weird there. As long as you don't label or identify yourself as homosexual, which they see as a political label, they let everything else go. And you do it indoors, you're fine. I mean, especially if you shave your eyebrows and have gold laminated curtains like every other prince I met. But it's a trip, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and it's interesting because Bahrain, which used to be, it wasn't officially part of the British Empire, but it was sort of, nominally a British territory. And it's kind of known as a party island in that part of the Middle East. And very often there's a bridge between Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, and people from Saudis come over the bridge and they go and party and do lots of naughty things in Bahrain, including married men having gay sex.
Oh,
it's a big thing.
Where is that again?
Imagine. I'll give you the address.
All right.
and then heading back home to be good again.
Oh, God. We're bad again.
Yes. Human beings with double standards.
I know. Insane. It's crazy.
Especially religious ones.
Yeah, I know.
Never
That's
happened.
the thing. I mean, for such in terms of definition, such a gay part of the world, to ignore the idea of, anti-homophobia bullying is just so strange. But I guess they have to keep up appearances.